is virtual point, and it can't be accessed. Accessed by user, right? We cannot access this B dash point because it is internal to the transistor. We can only access this B, right? So this is first point. And the values of R, B, B dash, R, C, B dash, and R, E, B dash. So R, B, B dash is having highest value, right? It has the value around 100 ohm. And RCB dash is having a value around 1 to 4 ohm in this range, and REB dash is also having a value around 1 to 4 ohm in this range. Now see, if you recall, base is lightly doped, right? Base is lightly doped. So if there is less number of charge carrier, this means the conductivity will be less because charge carriers are less. So obviously the resistance will be more. So this resistance RBB dash, which is the part of the base, is highest here. Whereas if you see the emitter and collector, which are having doping more as compared to the base. So if doping is more, this means charge carriers are more. So the conductivity will be more. Therefore, the resistance will be less. That's why these resistance RCB dash between collector and base point B dash, and between emitter and base point B dash is less. So now since generally what we do in practice, we cannot neglect RBB dash register, right? Because see here, if you use the common emitter configuration, at the base, if you connect some signal which has to be amplified, this is Vs, and it has some resistance of the source, suppose this is Rs. Generally, the value of resistance of this source is less. It may be around 100 ohm, right? So now you see this RBB dash, right? Suppose this point is B dash. If we call it as B dash, so there is some resistance. This resistance RB dash. So now its value is 100. Its value is also 100 ohm. Already I have written here its value is 100 ohm. So this 100 ohm will come in series with this 100 ohm RS, right? So we cannot neglect this RBB dash, whereas we can neglect the RCB dash and REB dash, right? Because that value is very small. But here this 100 ohm, though 100 ohm is also a small, but when it comes in series with RS, then the overall resistance here, it will become 200 ohm, right? It changed, 100% change is there in this resistance, right? So we cannot neglect this RBB dash. Okay. So this point we cannot neglect RBB dash. Now you see here in the collector, if you recall, we connect one resistor here, RC, and generally its value we keep it in kilo ohm. Generally we keep it in kilo ohm. So now see RCB dash here, RCB dash, or I draw this diagram somewhat neatly. Okay, you consider here itself. See here, suppose here we have connected one resistor RC and its value is in kilo ohm. Let us assume 1 kilo ohm. So this RC, when it will be in series with RCB dash, so what is the effective resistance? Effective resistance will be RC plus RCB dash. So RC is 1K, 1K means 1000 ohm. What is the value of RCB dash? Suppose it is in the range of 1 to 4 ohms. So suppose let us see it is 4 ohm. So what is the effective resistance? It is 1004, right? So 1000, this RC 1000 ohm has become now 1004. So this is not a huge variation, right? It is not a huge variation. Only this is only 0.4% change. So this change can be neglected. That's why we can neglect RCB dash. Whereas if you recall in the base, if the value of RS is 100 ohm, right? So the effective resistance here, it will become 200 ohm because RS is 100 and RBB dash is also 100. So there is a variation of 100%. So you cannot neglect that 100% variation of the resistance, right? That's why we cannot neglect RBB dash, but we can neglect RCB dash because when RCB dash will come in series with RC register, then only there is a small variation, so you can neglect. Same way, you see the emitter section. In emitter also we connect one emitter resistance here, and this emitter resistor RE It is also in the range of kilo ohm. It is also in the range of kilo ohm. So when this Re, which is in kilo ohm, when it comes in the series with Rev dash, so where Rev dash is only 1 to 4 ohm, so the overall variation in the resistance, effective resistance, will be less. That's why you can neglect Rev dash also. Hello? हाँ. Yes, yes. Hmm. Already in that class it is there, na? Yes, yes. Yes, yes. Hmm. 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 Okay. Right. So what we are discussing? 1 minute. Okay. So here our yes. So we cannot neglect RB dash, whereas we can neglect R CV dash and R E B dash, right? Now here this R B B dash is called as base spreading resistance. It is called as base spreading resistance. Okay. Now we also know that already we discussed in last class that in high frequency region, if we are operating a transistor at high frequency region, then the effect of internal capacitance of the BJT will come in the picture, right? So the capacitance will exist between the internal junctions of the transistor. A, so a capacitance will exist between base and emitter, right? Because one junction is formed between base and emitter, and another junction is formed between collector and emitter. So there also one capacitor will be formed. So now we will draw here the hybrid pi model. So this is our base terminal, okay, and here, or we draw here we have our emitter terminal, right? So if you see this diagram here, now between this terminal B and there is a virtual point B dash. You see there is one resistance, right? RBB dash. So what we can do, right? And this point is B dash. This point is B dash, and this resistor is RBB dash. Okay, and in terms of conductance also we can write this like G B B dash, and this is equal to 1 by R B B dash. Okay. Now here you can see there is a resistance between B dash and E terminal, right? Here, this resistance between B dash and E terminal, and this resistance is REB dash, or here in books generally we find it as okay, RB dash E. Right. So now between base B dash and emitter, I will extend this emitter here. So here we have one resistance, right? So this is your E, and this resistance is R B dash E, right? And this can also be written as in terms of conductance, like G B dash E is equal to 1 by R B dash E. Okay, right. Now we also know that there is a internal capacitance will be formed between base and emitter junction, right? So see here, this is base and here this is emitter. Between this base and emitter you will find here one capacitance is formed, right, which is a inherited property of a PN junction. So that also we will draw here. So what I will do, I will extend this line up to here. So if this point is B dash, so this point is also B dash. It is same here, B dash. So here one capacitance. I will show one capacitor here. This, right? So this is also E point. So this capacitor, I write it as CE. This capacitor is formed at base and emitter junction, right? Now you see here in this diagram, between B dash and C, there is a resistance RCB dash, right? There is a resistance RCB dash. It is between B dash and C. So what I will do, B dash is this point. Here I will draw this resistance, right? And this is our collector, and this resistance is R B dash C. Okay, and this I will extend here. Right. So this is E here, and this is okay. Now you can see here in this diagram, in base and collector junction, you see here in base and collector, one capacitance will be formed between base and collector also, right? So that capacitance is formed between point C, that terminal C, and B dash. So that we will show here. This is B dash. This is B dash, right? So between B dash and C, there is a capacitor. So between here, B dash. So this is the capacitor, and C. So this is CC. This capacitor name I have given as CC. Okay. Now between collector and emitter, so here one current source will be drawn. This is the direction of current between collector and emitter. If you recall, see this. This is your emitter. This is collector, and see this direction of current here C, and here this is E. So there is a flow of the current from collector to emitter. It is shown by this current source, and this is a dependent current source, and it is represented by Gm, which is a conductance here, and V B dash E. B dash E is a voltage which is available here. This plus minus V B dash E, right? And here it is VBE. So VBE is different from VB dash E because there is some drop here between VRBB dash. So here this is the current source, and there is a resistance between collector and emitter that you can draw here. This is RCE, and this can also be represented as GC, GCE is equal to 1 by RCE in terms of conductance. And here you represent the voltage between collector and emitter as VCE. CE, right? And here there is a IC. So in this way you can draw this model, and this model is called as pi model, right? Because you see it looks like this pi, like this, right? So its name is we call it as a pi model, right? Now the value of this C, the typical value of this C is around 3 picofarad. This is CC, right? CC, this capacitor, and C is 100 picofarad. These are the typical values. C is this between B dash and E, right? Okay, so we can stop here, and we will continue from here in next class.